and this explains why inevitably the company's general counsel would have to travel there from time to time. The other reason for me to visit China that was the unintended consequence that I mentioned a moment ago is this. Let me put it this way. The Great Wall was made to last. It was made strong so that it could withstand whatever challenge came its way. But it was actually made so well that it survived longer than anybody could have possibly predicted. It survived well down through the centuries, and ultimately it saw the future that all of you see, that we're here to talk about this week. And today, as Jay said during his remarks, our global society is on the precipice of the future, and our world will change dramatically. It is changing, but will change even more and change dramatically soon. And we'll be faced with new challenges and greater challenges that we've been burdened with for a few years now. Climate change, the rising costs of health care and energy, to name a couple, and the need for standards around the world of high social and environmental responsibility. And what we will need to build to meet those challenges must be as strong and as permanent as the Great Wall. Together, all of us will need to build the strongest partnerships of corporations, communities, of government, and of concerned individuals. And the strength of those partnerships will define our collective future, and those partnerships will take us to the future together as one. And at Wal-Mart, we recognize the responsibility that we have to do our part, one strong partner working in harmony with others. Our CEO, Lee Scott, gave a speech to an annual gathering of Wal-Mart store managers earlier this year, and in his speech he outlined specific opportunities that we have as a company to address some of these issues, some of these challenges, and specific ways to do it. And in a broader sense, Lee put forth a vision for the way we see ourselves as a company. The steps we're taking and the philosophy that drive those steps make up a platform that I'd like to share with you just briefly this afternoon. First, energy use around the world is projected to rise more than 50% between now and 2030, and that, of course, will have major implications for Wal-Mart's business. After all, we are the largest consumer of electricity in the United States. So we're investing in new technologies like solar and wind, and we're working to reduce the carbon footprint of our entire supply chain. We're also thinking about the families who shop in our stores, our customers who will be paying more for that energy, which is why we're committed to making the products that we sell that use the most energy 25% more efficient within the next 3 years. Second, our goal is to build a framework of standards for all major retailers, standards that ensure that products sourced around the world are made in a way that is both socially and environmentally responsible without sacrificing quality or safety, a topic that will be addressed on a panel this afternoon. To that end, we also want to be a partner with the governments of countries we source from in making sure our suppliers comply with environmental laws and regulations. We share a concern for the environment with the Chinese government, and we will help our suppliers meet China's standards. By way of example, later this year, Wal-Mart will convene about 1,000 suppliers in China to share what we've learned about sustainable business practices. Our goal will be to help those suppliers implement various green initiatives launched by the Chinese government. Finally, we want to play our part in making quality health care more affordable. As an industry, health care has lagged behind many others in putting new technology to use, so we're working with health care professionals, physicians, and looking at new ways to use technology, and even working with other companies to bring the industry up to speed. The goals that I've just outlined for you, which Lee shared with our store managers earlier this year, are indeed ambitious. And honestly, we don't know exactly how we're going to accomplish all of them, at least not yet. I would remind you, however, we have a pretty good track record for accomplishing what we set out to do. But we know that to succeed in any of these areas, that our efforts must rest on the foundation that made our company so strong in the first place. A foundation of diversity and inclusiveness throughout every aspect of our operations. And the history of our company, relatively short if you think about it, has clearly demonstrated this time and again. Only when every individual has the same opportunity to pursue their dreams and achieve their dreams and contribute to the common good can we all succeed. Now, there's a consequence to that as well, although I wouldn't refer to it as unintended. A truly diverse and inclusive company has a competitive advantage now and in the future. No company that excludes new ideas and perspectives will thrive in a world that depends on partnerships that literally reach around the world. Our commitment, as Brian mentioned, goes well beyond the walls of our company. What we've done is to approach the need for diversity the same way we've approached the need for efficiency. Using the size of our business and the ability we have to drive standards higher, we are widening the circle of opportunity as far as possible in many areas. And as Brian said, I've seen firsthand what's possible through a real commitment to these principles. And I will tell you, it has been the most rewarding and exciting thing I've experienced in my adult professional life. Because what started 6 years ago as an effort to diversify our in-house legal department, resulting ultimately in us having the most diverse large corporate law department, at least, anywhere in the United States, later became something much bigger, much more impactful, and much more exciting. As Brian noted, we are unfortunately one of the largest consumers of legal services in the world, and it doesn't appear that that's going to change anytime soon. And that gives us an opportunity to make a difference in the legal profession, and I think it's fair to say that we have. We did that through partnerships, not through a heavy-handed approach, but through listening and learning first, sharing, setting common goals, and through partnerships with great law firms, some of which are represented here today. And we made clear through that process, for reasons that would be self-evident, but Brian alluded to them, that we would spend our dollars on those firms that shared our commitment, and we are often heard to say, don't confuse efforts with results. So commitment in our way of thinking means achieving results, to opening the doors of opportunity to women and lawyers of color. And through the extension of this in-house program that we developed about 5 years ago, I think it's fair to say that Wal-Mart has really leveled the playing field across the nation for women lawyers and lawyers of color. And to the extent that's true, I can tell you we're very, very, very proud of it. But it was only possible because we really embraced the principle that opportunity is the key to success, and that as the world's largest retailer, we have a responsibility to create those opportunities where we can. The simple truth is that our mission as a company is to serve hardworking families who reflect the diversity of our global community. We like to say we save people's money so they can live better, and we do. Helping them live better depends on an equally diverse family of Wal-Mart associates and diversity in our supplier community. And the importance of diversity and new cultures, new ideas, and inclusiveness is just as true in every other area where Wal-Mart is and is poised to be an impact player, areas of social responsibility, such as the ones I mentioned a moment ago. And I know that we're running a little bit behind, so I'm going to close by pointing out that what I hope is obvious to all of us, the opportunities for our business and for business generally to make a difference in the lives of people around the world, the opportunities have not yet been fully realized. Some of the best ideas have yet to be discovered, so there's much to be excited about. On the other hand, there is a lot of work that remains to be done. We're looking forward to working together with China and the rest of our partners as we continue our journey into the future, a future that we must create together a future that inevitably we will share together. Thank you.
Once again, let's thank Tom Mars for his insightful presentation. We're still missing one of our co-chairs, but Janet Yang, Alice Wang, Vivian and Roger Wang wanted to once again thank you. Roger, just please come up and say thank you for everyone.
Well, actually, as a new member to co-chair this wonderful event, I'm humbled to say anything. So I just say thank you very much. Let's have a better one next year. Thank you.
The next conference will be in Washington, D.C., so I know it will be better. But please join us in the next session on product safety. It'll be very relevant to what Tom and Brian were saying. And please enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much.